Good guys, welcome back to All About Arsenal, and the word on the street is Mikel Arteta just unlucky when it comes to injuries. Alright, let's get straight into it. So as we know, the internationals have been going on and there's another potential scare for Arsenal, and it's another Gabriel. It's not Gabriel Magalhaes, it's not Gabriel Jesus, it's actually Gabriel Martinelli. So this is the news according to the Mirror. Martinelli left for international duty full of confidence after returning 2 goals and 2 assists in his last 5 games for Arsenal. He has been recapturing form. I was probably one of the ones that was critical before. I know he had a very terrible season last season, but 2 seasons ago, Martinelli was probably one of the top wingers in the Premier League. He slipped form, but he's recapturing it. He scored a crucial goal at Southampton. How great was that goal he scored, given the angle that he had to score that goal in? And it was a great assist from Saka as well, which we'll talk about shortly. So he made a substitution appearance in Brazil's crucial 2-1 win over Chile in Santiago on Friday before a potential disaster struck. And it's so big for Brazil because the last couple of years, the national team has been under a lot of stick. A lot of the fans are believing that they are not aspiring to their potential, and we know that Brazil is a great sporting nation, especially when it comes to football. So there's been a lot of pressure on the players, rightly so. I mean, when you're walking in the footsteps of people such as Pele, Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, Cafu, Roberto Carlos, come on, there is pressure on this team to do well. According to TNT Sports, Brazil reported that Martinelli has been troubled by a calf problem in the build-up to their next World Cup qualifier against Peru in Brasilia. He was spotted with the team doctor at the hotel on Sunday and went to have a precautionary scan after training. I'm going to say this very selfishly as an Arsenal player. Let him just sit on the sidelines or let him come back home. I know as a player, especially for Brazil, it is such a proud moment getting called up for your national squad to play for them. No doubt. But me just being selfish as an Arsenal fan, and some of you Gooners will probably admit and agree with me on this as well, we don't need any more injuries, especially with Martinelli's track record with injuries. He's very injury prone, and the last thing we need is for him to go down. And I'm thinking of him as a player because you're recapturing your form. You're getting back to the place where, or you're getting back to the level of football and quality you know you're able to produce. So the last thing you want is another injury to take you out. And we know when injuries come, form will dip inevitably. So yeah. However, a glimmer of light says that this injury isn't thought to be a significant one, but Arsenal supporters will have to hold their breath and await the scans. Yo, we pray it is not serious, and we pray it's something that he can easily come back on. And why do I say that? We've got Liverpool on the 27th, and Martinelli's pace is going to be something that could be devastating, especially to the style and way that Liverpool play. We catch them on the left on a counter-attack, it could be deadly for Liverpool. So we need players like Martinelli to be fit, so we can do maximum damage to Liverpool when they come and see us at the Emirates, at our house, at our home. Come on. Let's go on to Saka. So as we know that Saka hobbled off in their 2-1 defeat against Greece. I didn't watch the game, but people said it was a dismal performance. So Saka was left out of the squad for Sunday's Nation League against Finland in Helsinki. He returned for further assessment at Arsenal on what appeared to be a hamstring issue. Thankfully, and this is the news that we've been waiting for, Lee Castle then delivered the news all Arsenal fans wanted to hear, and quoting from him himself said, Bukayo would have been close, but it would have been unfair to take the risk with him. God bless you, Castle. God bless you for taking the right decision. I'm not sure if it's because he knows how important Saka is to Arsenal, especially at this moment in time. The right-hand side of Arsenal is the most creative side. Saka has had 9 goal contributions in 7 games. He is so crucial to the creativity, knowing that Odegaard isn't there at the moment. So we need Saka. Look at the goal that Martinelli scored. Saka whipped in a pinpoint ball that even Beckham himself would have been impressed by. Yo, at this moment in time, Saka needs to be at full fitness. We need our players. So that is it at this moment in time. So we know that Arsenal have been going through a lot of injury issues at the moment. Some people have been saying that Arsenal is just unlucky. Is there a curse on Arsenal? I don't believe it is. Or do we see the other side of it? Is this a time where Arsenal have to learn to be resilient? For every great person, for every great team, let's get a bit philosophical. We need to learn how to arise and come through difficult situations. We need to learn how to overcome adversity. Imagine how sweet of a deal it's going to be at the end. Mikel Arteta can lift up the Premier League trophy and be able to look back and say, despite the adversity, despite the injuries, we still did it. We've had issues. I mean, look what happened to Mourinho. Fracture to his shoulder as soon as he came. Zinchenko is still out. Tomiyasu is getting back. Odegaard is out. Tierney is out, even though he would have been starting and playing. But yet, when all of those injuries are happening, the depth of your squad becomes very shallow. So let me know what you think in the comments. Should we be worried about all these injury scares, or have we got enough depth in the team to get the job done, especially at Liverpool? Or is it a time that Arsenal just have to learn, Arteta has to learn how to be resilient? Because check Pep, right? There's no Rodri, there's no Kevin De Bruyne. Undoubtedly, two of the best players in the world. The best number 6, Rodri, he's out. Look what Kovacic did during the last Premier League match they had. He scored 2 goals. So if Pep can come out and win the Premier League again, listen, nobody can doubt Pep anymore. Not saying there is, not saying there are, but some people say because he's got money and some certain players. But that's the point. We've got to learn to be resilient. And that's what Arsenal have to learn at this moment in time. But let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll be back with the next video. Peace.